Hey guys, this is Papernuts. I'm here with a follow-up to regionals. I was supposed to post this last week, but last Sunday I was really tired, and the rest of the week I've been busy. All right. Anyways, what I'm gonna do is first go over like the changes that have been made to my deck since the last deck list video for this deck. I'll talk about the pulls I got from the 5 packs that you're given for regionals. Then what I'll do is go through each round to talk about the deck I played and like any memorable things I have. All right. Now start off with the changes. As you can see here, I've set these 3 cards aside. These are because I took out one Cyber Dragon, added in an Honest. I added a Ryo. Then a couple days before regionals, my friend wanted to borrow my Thought Ruler, so I decided, why not? I'll let him borrow it. So I decided to put in Maestro, and I like this card because basically during my turn it can act as a Book of Moon, and for lack of a better term, it can act as a poor man's Zenmaines. Alright, now the side deck has gone through probably the most changes since last time. To start off, if I can get it over here. Okay, still run Crow. Still run Granmole. I still run Sirocco. I took out Rainbow. Kais is still here. Volcanic Queen still here. A lot of the stuff is still here. I'll just run through it quickly. Alright. Basically, the traps are where it changed. I got my hands in a change's appearance to stop Inzectors. The bunk was already in there. The only 2 other big changes I had were I got my hands in a Royal Prison to help screw over Dark Worlds, and then a Shadow Prison to help screw over Inzectors. So it was pretty. And what's weird is that I realized I didn't even need to get those cards, because before I get started on the decks I played, I didn't even play Inzectors. So I'm not complaining. And sorry for my camera zoning out. Alright, so that's it for the side deck. Alright, now to go over the polls. Alright, so yeah, again, 5 packs. As far as people who I was with, it was me, the Glock XC, and Nerf Recklessness. Now, the Glock XC, he got 5 packs. First pack he opens, he gets a freaking Ghost. I'm like, seriously? Seriously, Glock? What the hell? And then he opened a couple more packs on Evil Force. I'm like, wow, hopefully I get good packs. No. I think the rarest card I pulled, that was it, Arbor Ninjutsu or Valkyrie, but that was all commons. I also remember getting a Photon Thrasher and a Evoltile Castaneria, so I got shit. So I'm not too pleased with that, but whatever. I mean, I still had fun. Alright. Now, as far as records go for the Glock XC, I have no idea. I don't remember. I think he went 3 for 3. And as far as my record goes, I also went 3 for 3. So, I'm pretty happy with that. But as I said in my last decklist video, I was pretty pessimistic coming in here. And well, I mean, round 1 kind of explains it where I played Rapid Dino. Yeah. What was it? It was like 11:30 in the morning. I'm like, yeah. First round of regionals, let's go! Rapid Dino. God damn it. Yeah, I really wasn't happy with this of a way to start on my day. So, yeah. I don't really remember much besides this being like the first match. I'm like, shit. Alright. Round 2. I played a random deck. Now, I put a Lava Golem out here because that's one of the only cards I remember that was in the kid's deck. Like, basically, from what I can tell, it was basically like 12-year-old kid who had come with his, like, I think, dad. Whatever, basically just had a bunch of cards to do together. One of them was Lava Golem. And game 1, he won because he got this thing out. Like, I had Stardust and something else out. He sacked both those Lava Golem. I'm like, God! So, he had out, basically he got this out and, like, just burned me to death. And like, ah. And I'm not gonna lie, I got really scared, because like, shit, I'm not losing to 12, hell no. So, yeah, won the next 2 games. Alright, round 3. Round 3 was probably one of the funniest matchups of the day. Basically, despite me using Flame Wingman to represent the deck, it was more of a GX deck. Like, I say this because he ran a lot. It was predominantly here, but there was some weird stuff in there. Like, he had Rainbow Dragon, probably just for Rainbow Neos. But he also had, for some reason, he had Yubel Ultimate Nightmare. And I think I'm assuming he had all 3 forms of Yubel. I'm like, what are you doing? I only found this out because he played Raigeki, discarded Ultimate Nightmare. I'm like, what are you doing? But yeah, as far as anything memorable, I remember a lot from this match, because again, this was probably the funniest match. Alright, so we played 2 games. Well, one of the things I remember the most, which is probably the funniest, okay. At one point, like, when I won the game, these 3 cards in my field, number 17 was at 3,000. So it's like, yeah, you can't really do much to me now. And I thought that was downright hilarious. But, I remember him also trying to Future Fusion for, what was it, Rainbow Neos. If you don't know what that does, basically, long story short, all of its effects boil down to shuffling either, I think his opponent's fields or hand. No, field, hand, or graveyard to the deck, something like that. Basically, to get that out, I MST'd Future Fusion. Besides that, I don't really remember. Well, actually, no. I do remember the first time I played Grammel, and for some reason, he was trying to attack me with Sparkman, but Jagan and Zex would constantly get in the way of that. But anyways, game 2. Alright. As far as, like, stuff I remember, basically, one of the big things he tried to do is he tried to use Skyscraper 2 Hero City to recycle monsters. It was a good tactics. He recycled Clayman like 10 times. But long story short, within the first 3 turns, I had both of them out. I thought it was hilarious. Like, you really can't do much to me. I mean, granted, in the end, he did banish one of them because of Dimensional Prison, but I still have a Stardust out. And, like, situations like that are partly why I run 2, because Stardust is such a good card. Anyways, basically, yeah, he recycled Clayman 9 million times. But what was funny, at one point, he actually got out a strong... he had gotten out Plasma Vice. As far as the effect, I don't remember what its effects, but basically that's 2600. And at the time, my field was these 2 and a Spirit Reaper. I think it's Trample too. For some reason, he didn't attack. I'm like, what are you doing? But I ended up killing that. He ended up starting with his Hero City 2 recycling shtick. He ended up just recycling Plasma Vice 2 Daggers of Wall, which is pretty funny. Alright, so that was round 3. Alright, round 4. I played another Rabadano deck. And now, basically, before the game started, the guy who was playing it was like, alright, what deck do you want to face? I'm like, Insectus and Rabadano. First turn, Saber Stars. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, so, as far as anything really memorable goes, game 1, I got Raffle Stomped. Game 2, I won, and I was unbelievably happy, because I think I had gotten out Stardust and Iron Chain Dragon. So yeah, I won. I was like, yeah, I have hope. But, second duel, what would happen was, I had Gale and Spirit Reaper out, and I was trying to sink for 6. I'm like, shit, where's my Iron Chain? Turns out, it was in the deck. So we called the judge over, and I'm sitting here, like, pretty much having a heart attack, and the judge is like, oh, okay, just, don't use them. I'm like, alright, Ixie for 3, Leviathan Dragon. No, yeah, that was game 2, I think. Whatever, basically, I had a heart... Basically, the guy gave me a heart attack. That, and I'm so happy that Priority's gone out, because basically, I forget what game this was, but I remember it's against this guy. He plays Rabbit, Valor, Priority. I was like, bullshit! It's like, crap like that is why I'm so happy Priority's gone. But yeah, so there's that little bit of bullshit. Besides that, alright. Round 5. I played a hero deck. I don't remember what really happened with the games themselves besides me losing, but I do remember that the guy the guy sitting next to me, he was playing a goose deck. He was like, "Oh my god, a worm deck!" And I was like, "Oh," and I don't know, like, I kind of liked. I don't know. It made me kind of happy because that was kind of my point of playing a worm, because because my philosophy with Yu-Gi-Oh is pretty much fuck the meta. I do what I want for the most part. So it felt kind of cool for someone to really acknowledge me playing a worm deck. But round 6. Alright, so at this point I was feeling pretty down. I was like, ah, shit, this is like not good. But I played another random deck. Now, the guy was like, I don't know what he was running. Like, I remember Nerf telling me after, like, he was looking at the deck and he was like, what the fuck is this guy running? But basically, he had Guardian Sphinx, Penguin Soldier, Caius. I think it's Golem Sentry, but he had a lot of bouncing stuff and he had some like other stuff, and like Chaos Sorcerer, whatever. Alright, what, I don't remember much that happened with the actual match itself, but I do remember that, for round 3, it went into time of the round, because I think, yeah, he'd won the first round, the first game, but basically, so it was, like, 1-1, then it was getting down to, like, the nitty-gritty, so to speak, if I'm using that right, when it can't call time. I was pretty nervous, but I ended up winning, which was awesome. But originally, the guy was asking me if I was gonna give him the win. Originally, I think it was just because I was really like upset from losing the past round. I was gonna just take the win for myself, even though I was gonna leave anyways. But I decided that it'd be stupid idea to take the win if I'm gonna be gone in like not even 10 minutes after the whatever match is over. So I ended up giving him the win. I pretty much just left from there. I ended up after I had left, I talked to this kid was playing Injector deck. I decided to play him for the walls. My God, I just rage quit in like 10 seconds. All right. So before this video drags on anymore, I might as well just talk about like how I felt about going to regionals. All right. Regionals as a whole. It was a fun, yeah, I lost, but it was a fun experience. There was a ton of people there. There was like a lot of like ways to trade, because throughout the day, a lot of people were asking me for trade stuff. And I kind of liked that, and it was, anyway, it was a really good experience. Like, if would I ever go to regionals again? I don't know, maybe. I'd probably get my ass kicked like what happened this time, but whatever. I had fun. So if you like this kind of a vlog type video, please tell me in the comments below, because I might just make stuff like this if I start going to locals again. But, besides that, if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And that's about it.